What's up guys, I'm DeatHInfernoXxGaming and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make a very effective beginner's repeaters build, and since it's a beginner's build, I'm not going to use the catalyst style, I'm not going to use any legendaries, I'm not going to use any lady luck stuff, and I try to make the build as simple as possible so that you guys can farm it easier in the hunting grounds. So here we're fighting the Savit, one of the most nimble behemoths in the game. So the gameplay for this build is actually pretty simple. All you need to do is empower reload, evade when necessary, and randomly hit the behemoths. That's all. And this build is made by using the most basic chamber grip and the mod available for the repeaters, like the salvo chambers and the scope sights, which you can obtain easily by following through the quest or maybe when you unlock the repeaters and stuff. So here, as you can see, it's pretty normal. All you gotta do is evade. If you get hit, that's fine. This build is a beginner's build, which means it's made for survivability. So if you get hit, you're going to regenerate back your health easily. You have 1.7k health, and you have little parasitic right there to reduce the damage taken, and lifesteal when it's active. So it's actually very insane, this build right here. It's able to deal very high damage, and you're going to see how I fight higher level behemoths than this one, because this is 5 level difference, so it's pretty normal. Not that normal actually, but it's actually pretty normal. So for the Savit, if you evade through the first slash, the second slash is not going to hit, but the third one is going to hit you. So make sure you evade through the first one and evade through the third one. Easy. It's a 4th HP loss. All you gotta do is just shoot and evade. Yep. It's gonna die soon. Evade through that one. Don't get greedy for the reload. Alright. What it's gonna do? Is it gonna shoot beams? No. Basic attack, and it's done. Yep, pretty easy. As you can see, no catalyst, no legendaries, and no lady luck. Everything is a very simple mod chamber. Every single one is very simple. You're going to see later in the build. Now I'm going to go up here so that I'm a little bit safe, and we're going to fight the National next. So let's just check out the build real quick. So here's the build, guys. Since this is a beginner's build, as I've mentioned earlier in this video, I'm not going to use any catalyst, I'm not going to use any legendaries, I'm not going to use any lady luck stuff, and I try to make the build as simple as possible so that you guys can farm it easier in the hunting grounds. If you take a look at the equipments right here, the only thing that is higher level that needs to be crafted is the Valomyr, which is available at level 10. And maybe for the upgrades, you might need a higher level Valomyr, but for the rest of the equipments right here, the Amber Main, the Glacier, the Boreas, every single one is available in the lower level hunting grounds, which means you can farm and craft it easier. And believe it or not, this is the build that I frequently use because of its effectiveness. Although there might be a little bit change in the weapon that I will explain later, but now let's go to the key players of this build: the Tenacious, Tough, and Iceborne. Tough and Iceborne will increase your max HP to 1.7k, and Tenacious will increase your damage by 2% for every 100 current HP, which means you're going to gain a total of 34% bonus damage. Tenacious, Tough, and Iceborne is a very great combo for survivability and damage. But how does this combo actually affect the build a lot? If you take a look at the unique effect of the Valomyr's instincts, you're going to notice that the charge rate increases with higher current health. Our current health here is 1.7k, and at 1.7k health, you're going to increase the charge rate to 6.5 seconds. So every 6.5 seconds, you're going to be able to deal 700 radiant damage on your next attack. That is why I can kill behemoths pretty fast, higher levels even, and that sums up the key players of this build. Let's go through the perk summary, the Evasive Fury, and the Molten. These two perks are the best, most consistent attack speed boosters in the game because you always evade through attack and you always attack behemoths to drop the Molten Orbs. There is also the Captain's Script from the repeaters right here to increase your attack speed by 15%, the Evasive Fury for 15%, and the Molten for another 15%. So you get a total of 45% attack speed bonus, and that is actually enough for every single battle in the game. Ether Hunter comes with the weapon, so you cannot change that one, and Parasitic Enrich is another combo for survivability as well as damage. So as a beginner myself in the past, I cannot evade through every single attack from the behemoth, of course. So Parasitic right here can help a lot with survivability as well as lifesteal for 10 seconds, and the Rage right here will increase your damage by 20% when you take a hit, which means you're going to be able to regenerate more from the lifesteal for Parasitic as well as the Ice one, and that will help a lot with survivability. And the Rage Hunter right here, because these little pea shooters cannot stagger behemoths unlike the Chain Blades, Warpike, or the Axe, which means you cannot stop the behemoths from getting enraged except for breaking the parts. So since you cannot stop the behemoth from getting enraged, it's gonna get enraged anytime soon. So bringing Rage Hunter never hurts. So that sums up the perk summary. Let's go through the build. The Amber Main with Evasive Fury, the Glacier with Parasitic, the Boreas with Tenacious, and another Gnasher with Rage Hunter. Here I'm using the Scorn's Defiance for extra survivability because this one works best with this current build. Although you're free to change it to anything else you want, I would suggest using the Pangar because it's easier to craft, although I will stick with Scorn's Defiance with Molten Cell. And as for the Omnicell, I don't really recommend changing it into anything else apart from Iceborne. And here is the weapon with Breach and Molten Cell with the chamber, salvo chamber, and scope size. So the thing that you can change in this weapon right here to be able to make it even better than the current version is the chamber to full bore chamber. The full bore chamber will be able to deal more damage than the salvo chamber. And as for the mod as well, you can switch it to Tactician's Magazine if you unlock it from the Lady Luck to be able to spam your chamber and crit more. If you don't have that one, that's fine. You can always use the scope size. So that's the build, guys. Okay, so let's continue our battle to the next behemoth. As I've mentioned earlier, it's the Gnasher, and looks like an over-leveled Pangar shows up. Maybe we're going to fight that guy after this one, but now we're going to focus on this level 13 Gnasher. Normally, you don't fight behemoths on this high level amount of difference. Calculating from the Blaze Swords, you're going to fight at most 4 level difference behemoths, and maybe 5 during island events, but the target of this build is for beginners, so it will be wise to just limit yourself to fighting level 4 behemoths instead of 5-6 level difference. So as usual, this is gonna be an easy fight, so all you gotta do is just keep hitting and take out the molten orbs, evade when necessary. That one is not going to hit. I think it's gonna get enraged soon. Yep, as I've mentioned in this build section, you're not going to be able to stop this guy from getting enraged, so yep, all you gotta do is wait for it to get enraged. And that's not bad actually, because you have Rage Hunter to increase your damage. That is why the Rage Hunter is actually pretty good. And as for the enraged motion, it's gonna do tail slams a lot, so all you gotta do is just evade through the tail slams and wait till it screams. Tail slam, and now it screams. Easy. Now that's your chance to attack. And let's see what it's gonna do next. Another tail slam. Never mind. It's gonna scream. Never mind again. The part breaks. Now it should be the tail slam motion. There we go. Evade through that one. Maybe I'm going to show you how the lifesteal works. Okay. So here's how the lifesteal works. It's actually very good. Use the Iceborne. I'm on half HP now. And I use a special kaboom. Back to high HP. I mean almost full. Several shots and yep, it's full HP back. As you can see, this build is very good for survivability. You just cannot die easily. All you gotta do is just keep hitting it. And getting hit is actually pretty nice. You gain lifesteal, you don't die immediately, and you gain 20% bonus damage for 15 seconds. So it's kind of a win-win solution. So now we're going to get to the Frostbite Pangar. Activate your glide just after the jump to boost directly to the other side. And the Frostbite Pangar is on level 14. As I've mentioned in the battle just now, you don't normally fight behemoths on this level, so try to limit yourself to maximum of 4 level difference. Okay, just keep hitting it, pretty easy. Pangar is actually a very easy behemoth. You break the legs, it falls down. But I've fought enough Pangar right here so that I know the attack patterns very clearly, except I'm missing some of the attacks sometimes, and I missed that Iceborne just now. Evade through that one, easy. And what it's gonna do next? No, the ramming attack. That is the attack that I kinda hard to predict yet. Alright, several attacks and I'm back to full HP. Never mind about that. And easy. The leg is going to break and it's enraged. As I've mentioned earlier, you cannot stop this guy from getting enraged. Alright, the part breaks. Now we're going to go for the head breaks. That's too bad. Maybe we're going to go to the other leg because we cast special on the leg, so it's gonna break. There we go. Now it's time for some random shooting. It's on half HP. As you can see, it's actually pretty easy. This build is just nuts. Alright, let's keep hitting it. Let's see what it's gonna do next. Leg slam. Never mind, it's tail spin. Ow! God! I missed the evasion. The raking attack, that's kinda unpredictable too. But I guess it's pretty easy too. And I'm back to full HP even without using the Iceborne. And it's done with the enriched motion. And it's that. Pretty easy, huh? If I can do it, then you can do it too. on our level behemoths right here. So you're going to fight behemoths 4 levels maximum, so it's gonna be even easier than this one. And this build is actually effective as it is, and if you want to make it even more effective, as I mentioned earlier in this build, you can change the chamber into full bore chamber and the mod into tactician's magazine, so that you can keep spamming the special. So that's all for the video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free and you can always unsubscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.